Hey y'all, it's me again, Valerie, and welcome back to my new yarn room. Yay! Yeah, lot more room. I just gotta fix the light. So, things are a little dark in here, but I apologize. I'm trying to get everything situated. I will actually be able to do a yarn tour, a tour of your, I can't even talk, I'm so excited. I will actually be able to do a virtual tour that's not going to stay. Hold on. Okay. I was saying, I will actually be able to do a virtual tour of my yarn room very soon. I've almost got everything in here and organized, okay? So that's why videos have been kind of iffy, because I've been in the process of moving my yarn room to a bigger room because I have a lot more yarn now. And my cat. Yeah. But I wanted to come on here and I wanted to show y'all at least the patterns and magazines that I just got from this extremely sweet young lady. Her name is Grace. I went on one of them online buy and sell places. Yeah. And I found something that she was selling that well, I honestly think my husband was more excited about it than me, but I wanted it, don't get me wrong. But he was like real excited about it. Okay, so I contacted her and we corresponded a few times. And by the way, if you're watching by chance, Grace, hey, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm not going to tell her business, but some pretty bad circumstances happened with young Miss Grace. And she inquired a lot of yarn and a lot of crochet magazines and crochet patterns and stuff. That's all I'm gonna say, because it's her business. But there's a couple of things that I wanted to show on this video. Okay. One is the magazines and patterns. Okay. This is one of 3 stacks that I have to show. Crochet World. You see how thick that stack is? Yeah, it's not just Crochet World. There's also crochet. Let me see. I'm getting to it. Well, that's Crochet Magazine. Okay. Here's an extremely old magazine. It was put out in the spring of 1976. I'm sure some of y'all older crocheters are common with this brand. I'm not going to go through all 3 stacks like this, because that would be an extremely long video. 101 Snowflakes. Pretty thick book. All snowflakes. Simplicity's Knit Crochet. Or Knit and Crochet. Now, you know this is an older magazine because the price on it was $2. They're not that cheap no more. Okay, so that's 1 stack. Let me set these down. There's another stack. Crochet Treasures. Ruffled doilies. I mean, and the list just goes on and on and on. Oh, here's one. Coats and Clarks, which is, I think, Red Heart. 10 cents. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know who puts this out, but it's says Heart and Home. And it's crochet hearts. But there was also folders that have old patterns in them. I mean, here's a pattern to crochet cauliflower. Here's a pattern to crochet celery. Carrots. I mean, you name it, I got it now. That was stack number 2. Stack number 3. This one has a lot of printed off patterns. But there's a couple in here that are handwritten patterns. And I'm wondering, I really haven't had a chance to look thoroughly through all this. There's a lot of these in there. Those little binder things. Sorry. The quick and easy crochet. There's a lot of them right here in the middle. Anyway. Okay. I was going to pull this one out. Because there's something special about this one that I wanted to actually show everybody. Hold on a minute. Let me get it. Okay. Now, when I met up with sweet Miss Grace, she was in an SUV. Don't need to know what kind, just an SUV. And she got out, she introduced herself, asked me if I was who I was, and yes. And so we had a little moment. And then she goes to the back of her SUV and she opens up the back of it. She picks this box up. Okay. It's just squared. And she holds on to it. And she looked at my husband because he went with me. We don't trust just one of us going and picking up something from a stranger. Word of advice to anybody. Okay, so she picked this box up and she looked over at my husband and she says, all the rest of this is yours. My husband was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I told him it was a lot. He didn't believe me. The pictures did not do it justice of how much stuff was there. So, after we get done unloading the back of the SUV and putting it over in my vehicle, truck, let's see. My husband was doing that. I walk on a cane. I'm not going to be doing all that. After he was done or getting the last box, I don't know, she looked at me and she said, she's holding this box like this. And she said, I don't know if you would want this or not, but if you want it, you can have it with it. I didn't know what it was at first, but it is 20 some already finished granny squares, starting with a circle and working into a square. 20 some of them. Okay. And they're all the same. The person that she inquired these items from was working on this. And she wanted to know if I wanted it to finish it or take it apart and use the yarn for something else. And I told her, and I thoroughly am going to do this, that I would make a blanket out of it. Just like the person that started it intended for it to be. And while I was browsing through the magazines and patterns, I found this. Down a Country Lane. That's the name of that blanket. But I was browsing through some of them, looking at the patterns and stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, that's nice. I like that. Oh yeah, that one, yeah. I might have to make some of these. And then I opened the page up and found that. That's the pattern to finish this. And I thoroughly intend to do it. The pattern calls for, I think, 48 squares. There's 20 some here. I will make all of them, and I will sew them together. So this is going to go right here in this box. So I have another blanket pattern that I need to finish. Alright, well, it's hot in this room. I don't have a ceiling fan. I mean, I have one, but it don't work. And the light in it don't work. I have a new ceiling fan to go up. That'll give me better lighting and a fan. So still need to do some things in here, organize some things. You see, I've got my dressers accessible now. I got my desk right here. I got my file cabinets right here. Shelf here. My bookshelf behind it. A bookshelf right here. Yeah. And this room has a bathroom in it. So I don't have to go all the way across the other side of the house to tinkle. It's right there. And now I've got a closet too. And it's a big closet. So, yeah, a lot more room here. All right. If you haven't already, I'd appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. When you do, give us a thumbs up like, share if you can, and definitely leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about all them patterns and magazines and stuff. I'm overwhelmed. Anything I want to make, I can now. Anything. But there is a copyright on patterns. So I have to be careful with doing that, showing other patterns on my channel, because I don't want to go to jail. Okay. But I'll see what I can't do about new content with some of this stuff. Some of it might be past the date of copyright. I don't know if there is an expiration date on a copyright. TT, you're the Google queen. Find out. Let me know. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. I ain't gonna hold y'all back no more. I love each and every single one of y'all to pieces. Meet you back here in the next one for another grand adventure. Right here in Val's new yarn room. Bye, y'all.